Dear students, our today's topic is language of research. In this particular lecture, we shall study about the language of research, which consists of the multiple items like 5 big words, types of research questions, types of relationships, variables, hypothesis, types of data, unit of analysis, research fallacies, deduction and induction, and validity of research. So we shall start with 5 big words. What exactly these 5 big words are? These are the most commonly used words during the research process. Whenever you will talk something about the research with anyone, or any scholar or any philosopher, these 5 words you will see commonly during their communication. The first one is the theoretical. We have already studied about studying about the types of research, about theoretical research, empirical research, nomothetic research, probabilistic research, and the causal research. Right? These 5 words are basically derived from the different type of the techniques which are going to be used for the research, which we have already studied in our previous lectures. Now, the next thing is what various type of the research questions are there. Type of the research directly relates to the research question. So first one is descriptive research questions. What exactly the descriptive research questions are? These are the research questions which are used to study what is it going or what exists. What is already exists, we just want to study that. We just want to explore basically whatever the hidden facts are there about that. So such type of study is known as the descriptive studies, such type of research is known as the descriptive research, and the questions are known as the descriptive questions. These are all items are interrelated to each other. Then next we go for relational research question. Relational research questions are designed to study relationship between two or more variables. What is happening between the two things? Right? Whatever two items could be there. If we study, we shall pass. If we will not study, we may not pass. Right? There is a relationship between two items. Similarly, any type of the relationship you can derive. If you will be vaccinated from COVID vaccine, there are little chances of to be affected with the corona. If you will not vaccinated, there are high chances of to be affected with the corona. Such type of the research questions are there. So we just have to think whether this is a valid question, invalid question, right? Whether it is a tautology or it is the contradiction. These 4 type of the relationship we define between the more than one variables. Then there is a causal relationship. Causal research questions, what exactly is the cause? To study the cause, effect or outcome of the variable. What this variable is going to affect, what will be the output of this variable, and how will it affect the current scenario if there is some change into the current variable, whatever is under consideration. Then there are correlational. There are 2 different type of relationships are there. First is correlational and second is the causal. Correlational relationship is basically to study basically the 2 variables which perform in the synchronized manner. When 2 things work together, then they are correlational to each other, right? Just like if you say that you are studying well, right? And sorry, it is causal. Once you think that one variable which works together, like if clouds are there and it is raining, the clouds and raining may work into the synchronized manner, right? It may also lead to the second one is the causal relationship, which is one or more variable cause effect on the performance of the other variable. You are studying, just like in the previous slide I was giving you the example. If you study well, then you will able to pass the examination and all the things are there. Whenever one variable affects the other, then it is known as the causal relationship. When 2 variables work together, then it is known as the correlational study. Just like in our class, we are working together. I am teaching, you are studying, right? You ask the questions and all the things are there. That is your correlation study variables. Now the question arises, what the variable is. Variable, we computer science students are studying since the start of whenever we have started to learn about mathematics or the computer science, a field that can take more than one values. Right? Any variable x, y, z from the whenever we started to study algebra in our school time, we have studied what the variables are. So for example, but we are in the specific computer science, it is known as a field, right? The age of employee. Age of employee, there are 100 employees. So they may have the different values of age, right? Different values, range. There will be a range also. Range means we can define that 10 to 15 because if we go for the age of the employee, that is 18 to 60, right? So such type of the things may be there. Have data type for each one. There are different variables, so each variable can have a different data type. We must have studied database management system. So whenever we are going to define our employee number, it is primary key, then it is the auto data type. Whenever we go for name of the employee, that it is a varchar type data type. Whenever we go for this age of the employee, that is the numeric data type, and so on. So various different type of data types may be there. So one variable could have its own data type. Variables are basically two different types: dependent variables and independent variables, which we shall study into the forthcoming slides. Independent variable is one that does not change with change in another variable or that is changed by the user. Suppose we are making the database of the results. Whenever we are making the database of the results, what is happening? If in one paper we have written the wrong marks, right, then it can be changed manually by the user only, but it will affect the total marks. So total marks is equal to the dependent variable and the marks in the individual subjects are the independent variable to each other, right? We have put a formula for the total marks. Once we have changed it to the marks of one paper, then it will automatically affect the total and the percentage of the marks into that. So that is the difference between the independent variable and the dependent variable. Now the next important word, what is that is hypothesis. Hypothesis is basically a specific statement that proposes what is expected to happen in the study. हम लोग जब भी कभी कोई काम करते हैं तो हम लोग ये सोचते हैं कि एग्जैक्टली इस स्टडी से होगा क्या। अभी एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन ले लेते हैं। कोविड का टाइम चल रहा है तो हम लोग देखते हैं कि कोरोना वैक्सीन लेने से कोरोना होगा या नहीं होगा, ये भी एक हाइपोथेसिस है अपने आप, ठीक है। तो हाइपोथेसिस दो तरह से होती है, एक नल हाइपोथेसिस होती है, एक अल्टरनेट हाइपोथेसिस होती है। जब आप ये कहते हैं कि कोविड वैक्सीन लेने से कोरोना नहीं होगा, ठीक है, तो ये नल हाइपोथेसिस होगी। तो अल्टरनेट हाइपोथेसिस क्या हो जाएगी? कोविड वैक्सीन लेने से कोरोना होगा, राइट, उसका रिवर्स हो जाता है। तो दोनों में से एक ना एक हाइपोथेसिस तो हमेशा ट्रू होगी ही होगी, राइट। तो इसलिए हम लोग दो तरह के हाइपोथेसिस है। तो रिसर्च के अंदर एक चीज याद रखिएगा, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, whether the hypothesis is accepted or hypothesis is rejected. In both the cases, research outcome is there, whether it is a failure or it is a success, right? Whatever we thought in earlier stage, yes, it will happen, and when we are going to conclude that it says yes, it cannot be happened, then in that case we can say hypothesis is rejected. But research is not a failure. Research is never a failure. Research is a failure only when we leave the research in between, right? Whenever you have concluded, whether it is a contradiction or it is the acceptance, in both the cases research has undergone. What are the different type of data are there? There are two different type of categories of data are there, quantitative and qualitative, what we have studied earlier also. So in the quantitative data, we have the measurement data like centimeter, milliliter and so on, liters. Sensors data, whatever the data we collected through the sensors, just like radar collecting the data through sensors also. Counts, that may be a counting incremental variables, right? Qualifications, calculations, estimates and predictions. Calculations, it is means just like the sum of that thing or the percentage or something or whatever type of the calculation result is there. Estimates, we expect that the variable value will be like this. And the predictions, what will be the, we have, there is a very little difference between the estimate and the prediction. In the estimate, we just think about, yes, it could be the, it should be the value of this. So let us put it. In the prediction, we decide on the basis of some independent variable. Basically, whenever we go for the prediction, that is the type of the dependent variable, that if it is going to happen like this, then it will happen like this, right? So prediction is based on the some independent variable, or you can say estimate is an independent variable and prediction is a dependent variable, right? Then we get for the qualitative data types, they are the nominal and ordinal, very usually we use into the database management system. Then next we go for the units of analysis. Analysis या किस चीज का रहता है, right? What should be the basic entity into the analysis? The analyst will do and study what estimate what the unit is. Unit may be individuals, units may be groups, units may be artifacts, units may be geographical units, or units may be social interaction. That depends on basically what type of the research we are undergoing. That is the outcome of the unit of analysis. There are some research fallacies we are very common, where exactly if we go for any scenario, we say whenever there is something, fallacies are always there. Just like fake news, we can say. So right, so here in research also the fallacies are there. Error in reasoning usually based on the wrong assumptions, right? तो जितने भी फेक न्यूज भी आती हैं वो क्या होता है, रॉन्ग assumptions के बेस के ऊपर ही होती हैं, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पर भी क्या होता है, अगर आप कोई रॉन्ग assumption ले लेते हैं तो हमारी जो रीजनिंग होती है उसकी आउटपुट में भी कमी आ जाती है, ठीक है? तो there are two different type of research fallacies are there, ecological fallacy and the exception fallacy, right? In ecology, when conclusion about individual is derived from group analysis. हम लोगों ने एक पूरी क्लास का डेटा लिया, वो पूरी की पूरी क्लास जो है वो उनका अगर हम ये कहें कि एवरेज मार्क्स जो है उनके 70% है, तो हम कहेंगे वाह भाई वाह, ये क्लास तो बहुत बढ़िया है, इस क्लास के सभी स्टूडेंट्स बहुत अच्छे हैं। बट उसमें से 3 स्टूडेंट ऐसे थे जिनके 0 नंबर थे, अदरवाइज शायद हो सकता है कि उनकी एवरेज जो होती है वो 80% होती है, राइट? तो जब हम किसी एक ग्रुप एनालिसिस से किसी एक इंडिविजुअल का एनालिसिस डिराइव करते हैं तो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, और उससे रॉन्ग कंक्लूजन जनरेट होता है तो उसको बोलते हैं इकोलॉजिकल फैलेसी. देन नेक्स्ट वन इज द एक्सेप्शन फैलेसी, व्हेन कंक्लूजन ऑफ अ ग्रुप इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द एक्सेप्शनल केसेस, राइट? हमने जीरो वाले बच्चे को लेके कह दिया अरे ये तो ग्रुप बहुत ही बेकार है, या किसी बच्चे के 100 आए अरे इससे अच्छा तो ग्रुप कोई हो ही नहीं सकता. इन बोथ द केसेस फैलेसी इज देयर. Therefore we just have to analyze into the very specific manner, and very carefully we have to go for the design of our research and the analysis process. What should be the structure of research? That is a very important and one of the most important component whenever we are going for the research. That is, first we must know about the broad area of interest. In the starting lectures we have studied about this, that the researcher's interest should be there, only then the research can come with a very good outcome, right? If the researcher's interest is not there, then it could be a burden on the researcher. Fine. Then second one is yours is the literature review. In the previous lecture only we have studied about it. Identify the research gaps. From the literature review, we study about one thing about the future scope of research from the various literatures, from where we get the research gap, what the gap of the research is there, from where we define our problem statement. After getting the problem statement, we list our objectives. We are going to study this in detail, and during the research process it is the only thing what we have to do practically, all these things, the structure of research. Once we have listed the objectives of studies, then we go for identification of the tools for analysis. What tools we are going to use for the analysis? There are various tools are there. Python may be there, R may be there, RapidMiner may be there. A lot of tools are there. Whatever can be used for the purpose. Now you will see that once again the literature word has come, right? Whenever we are going to preparing our proposal, then we use the literature review for the for defining our problem statement. And after our objectives have been decided, we continue. We must continue to study the current literature to know about whatever other people are doing the research in particular area in which we are doing our research, right? In parallel, we go for the data collection, data analysis, conclusion, and future scope. These are basically the structure of the research. In this particular manner, if we go for our research, then it is known as the systematic research or the structured research. Now, another topic is there, the deduction and the induction. During the study of discrete mathematics, we must have studied about the deductive reasoning and the inductive reasoning. Now it is applied here. Deductive reasoning works from general to specific. It is also called the top-down approach of the reasoning. जनरल से स्पेसिफिक आने के जैसे हम लोग क्या कहते हैं कि यहाँ का इन्वायरमेंट, इंडिया का जो इन्वायरमेंट है नॉर्थ इंडिया का, वो बहुत हार्ड है. सर्दियों में बहुत सर्द होता है और गर्मियों में बहुत गर्म होता है. अब ये हो गया. अब हम उसके ऊपर आते हैं. ये तो हो गया एक जनरल आइडिया. स्पेसिफिक क्या हो गया कि यहाँ पर टेम्परेचर की रेंज इतनी रहती है, ठीक है. टेम्परेचर वेरीज फ्रॉम द -2 डिग्री सेल्सियस टू 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस. Now it is the specific. It can be more specific that in Jin or in the Hisar or in the Delhi or in the Chandigarh, right? The temperature range is, minimum range is this and the maximum range is this. Whereas in the inductive reasoning goes from the specific to general. It is to also called the bottom-up approach of reasoning. In this particular area, whatever we go for the whole Haryana, Punjab, Delhi, Chandigarh, Himachal Pradesh. We can exclude Himachal Pradesh because that is a hilly area. Right, and we can find out the minimum and the maximum temperature range, and after that we conclude that the environment here is very hot. It is very cold into the winters and very warm into the summers. Now the very important thing about is the validity of the research. Validity of the research basically refers to the accuracy of the research at each step as a whole. Validity refers to accuracy of the research at each step as a whole. Validity is of the two different types: external validity and the internal validity. External validity refers to extent to which outcome of the research can be generalized. Right? Just like I told you about this thing, that yes, the environment into the North India is very hard. Right? It is also a generalized factor. Aims at the scope of the research. Whatever the scope of research we have defined, right? It should aim on that, or it should basically specifically to the objectives of the study. Need to conduct experiments in natural settings. Natural settings, what we say is wherever the things are happening. Suppose if you want to study about the behavior of some people, then we should not call them there in our office. Even we have to go to their office to study about their behavior in natural environment, right? Whereas internal validity refers to the data collection tools, procedures and techniques. Whatever the data collection tools are there, whether they are compatible with the data analysis methodology that we are going to use, what are the procedures and techniques we are going to use. Accuracy of the internal design to be controlled by the researcher. Whatever the level of accuracy we are taking here. That is totally depends on the researcher and the supervisor. Thank you very much, and as soon as I will post the assignment and the quizzes, you are requested to submit that within time limit. Thank you.